Life breaks you down before it builds you back up. I'm learning to slow down, stay grounded, and just simply trust the process. I started this YouTube channel honestly just to share what I'm learning along the way, my experiences in life, where I am mentally, and honestly, I currently have no direction with where I want to take this YouTube channel. It's just gonna be just me experimenting with my thoughts while playing Rocket League, because this is one of my favorite games. But yeah, overall, life has taught me a ton during the short time that I've been here. I have not been here for that long, and I will not disclose my age yet. But needless to say, I am not that old. You know, I used to think I was behind in life, but lately I've been realizing I was just being shaped. Slowing down has been uncomfortable, but it's been necessary. Um, I still do struggle with a lot of things, as many people do. Um, but one thing I have been struggling with lately tremendously is my constant comparison to others and my peers. Now, I do not know why I do this. Um, I don't have a direct answer as to why I do this. Um, I just know that I'm not the only one with these struggles, nor do I know where it stems from. In terms of comparison and things I compare myself to, like, I don't have the career I want yet. I don't have any kids. I don't have a house. I don't live alone. I live with my mom. Um, and oftentimes I compare myself to my peers because they seem to have everything figured out. They have kids. They got their own little spot. They have their careers. And all those things would be amazing. I wish I had that. But, what people tend to tell me is that everybody's journey is different. And that's something I do understand. However, I wish I would have taken things a bit more seriously when I was younger. And I sound old as all. I sound extremely old saying that. But I know I'm not that old. Even though I do feel very old. Um, but yeah, those are just some of the few things that I struggle with. Is just comparing myself to my peers. Like I said, everybody seems like they have it all figured out, and maybe they don't. Maybe it's all just a facade and just not reality. You know, and it's not like I'm not doing the things right to get me into the position to have those things someday. I feel like I've done the right things. I just feel like maybe I should experiment more, and maybe I should be more aggressive in pursuing the things that I know I deserve. Um, and I've had all those things before. Like I've been in relationships. I've been in different careers, but I'm not in the quote unquote career that I want to be in yet, or satisfies me. But this is one of the few topics I plan on, talking about. Um, just reflecting on life and, experiences. I've been learning a lot of patience. And there's a lot of uncertainties in life that I need to learn to be comfortable with and learn to accept that not everybody's path is linear. You know, people know what they want to do when they're like 5 or like 6 when they're little kids, and that's great and all, but I was never that kind of person. I didn't know what I wanted to do until I got to the age that I am now, pretty recently. And even now, I still don't even know 100% what I want to do. I just want to do something that fulfills me and is something that I enjoy and where I can live comfortably, because I don't want to be a millionaire, and I don't want to be rich. I want to live comfortably. I want to have the things that make me happy, um, a wife and kids and things like that. I feel like those are very attainable yet basic things to attain. And, those are the little things that would satisfy me. And I know I'm working towards it. Now, again, as far as like the comparison thing goes, I know that's something I need to work on and not do. And I need to heal in that aspect of my life as well as other things. But, maybe you don't need to be fully healed or super successful or super confident yet. Like, not everybody has the answers, or most people don't have the answers. I don't have the answers. But I am willing to discuss it and put it out there so that people don't feel alone. And, I've always wanted to start this YouTube channel ever since I was young. Just record myself playing video games and talking about life. And, just putting my voice out there and entertaining people. And kind of being like not necessarily like a therapist, but just someone that people can lean to when they need to just hear a voice, and hopefully I can do that. But that's just one of the areas that I want to improve in, is the comparison thing. Everything, everything to me is, from what I can see on social media, which everyone tells me, and I'm fully aware that social media is just a fake reality. You never know what somebody's going through. But like, people post on social media about all the things that they've obtained and where they're at in life, and everybody again just seems like everybody has it figured out, but me. And in knowing that, or kind of just struggling with that idea and that reality bothers me, because what have I done in my life to achieve the things that I want? Like, what have I done with my life? Excuse me. What have I done in my life in those past years? There are times where I feel like I just wasted my life, and I'm just wasting it, and it sucks feeling like that, because you think you'd have everything. Well, I feel like I should have most of those things by now, and I don't. Excuse me, getting over a cough, and I don't have those things, and I struggle with that. I'm not even gonna lie, I'll be the first one to tell you I struggle with that. Like, I just feel like I should be further along in my life and my career and things like that. Like, when people were my age, people had already started families and doing all that, and I don't have a family. And it sucks and realizing that, but I also need to accept that everybody, like I said, everybody's timeline is different. And yeah. Ruined my train of thought. Yeah, everybody's timeline is different, and I just need to learn to accept that.